What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Got something special here for you guys today. Price list, options, all the colors, everything for the new facelifted Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio. Now, obviously, you see the Stelvio up front here. I got 11 pages each for the Stelvio and Giulia on the new stuff. It's been released. It's out and available to order in Europe. Notice the language. Yeah, it's in Europe, but the prices for the North American market should be close to the same as well as the features. One thing you may notice that is different is the super model. We do not get the super variant in the North American market. So yeah, that's the only difference really you'll see, you know, as far as that goes. But other than that, everything's probably going to be pretty close. So let's just kind of roll through this. I'm going to do my best to show this off for you guys and yeah, see what we got here. You know, I won't be able to pronounce a lot of things that are in different languages, but here we are. All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. So let's get started, shall we? We see the different engines, we see the different power outputs, and we see the different models, Super, Sprint, TI, Veloce, and Competizione. So we see for the Stelvio, the different pricing for all of them in euros. Now you can see that the cheapest or most affordable is the 2.2 turbo diesel rear wheel drive at 53,150 in euros. All right. But you do have Q4s as well with a gas Q4 or petrol Q4 and a diesel Q4. And the top of the line is the 2-liter turbo Competizione, and that's a Q4, and that's at 73,150 for the euros. So again, I'm not exactly sure if, you know, this will translate to US dollars very well. I'm not sure if there is any tax. I know European tax, you guys have VAT and other sales taxes and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure if that adds on to these prices. If so, definitely drop those comments down below. I'm going to need some of you guys' help on this one because of the fact that, you know, I don't know necessarily how everything works over there. So I wanted a little bit of help if you guys could. Just let me know what's going on. Now, this screen gives you a lot more information in depth. Things like your fuel capacity, you have your cargo, you have your WLTP cycle, all that kind of stuff. So this just breaks down different performance figures and things like that. So again, if you guys know the translation, make sure you guys kind of give it, you know, a little bit more clarification in the comments, but that's what we're looking at here as far as like emissions and cargo, kilowatts, everything like that. You know, your torque numbers, you know, so that's basically what this page is all about. Just breaks down its performance numbers and prices a little bit more. So then when we get to the next page, this is important. Pay attention to this one. So this lists all the different models, Super, Sprint, TI, Veloce, and Competizione. Keep in mind, again, that the Super is not in America. We get the Sprint, TI, Veloce, and Comp. Now, this is what comes on the facelifted models. This is what is standard on these models. All right, so the standard facelifted models for the Stelvio, this is your internal, your external, and then your tech and everything and comfort. So you read from the top down, your Super, what comes with it, and then when you go to Sprint, it gets everything that the Super gets, and then it adds these things that are in these boxes. Same for the TI, it gets what the Sprint gets, but it adds what you see in these boxes. Now, keep in mind that we'll see on another page what can be added on TIs and what can be added on Veloces and all that kind of stuff and what can't. Keep in mind that the TI is a luxury model, so it's not going to have sporty things that a Veloce would have. So there is some intertwining there where they do not match. So just to keep you, you know, informed there, we will see that on a different page. This is the new stuff. All right. So if I read this closely, and I'm going to have to try to do my best. What I'm going to try to do is, let's see if I can zoom in. That's not going to help. Here we go. Let's see. I need the Stelvio. Is that the Stelvio? There we go. All right. So I'm going to read this on a different screen for you guys. Okay, I need to zoom in. And I'm not going to be able to get everything, but important things, the Super, this is important, comes with the new 12.3-inch full TFT digital cluster. it comes with it. So if it comes with it on the Super, that means it's across the board, right? It comes on a Sprint, TI, Veloce, and Competizione. Now, I'm not exactly sure if that's the case, but I'm looking at it, and normally that's how it works. It adds on to it. Now, here's the thing. I do see, you guys can see the cluster is here, and then it's here. So I can't imagine that it's just on the TI and Super. It's got to be on at least the Veloce and Competizione, right? We saw it on the Competizione. So I'm going to assume that that's the case. Okay, so that's important. I can't read a lot of the other stuff, but when it comes to the external, the important thing here is the full LED matrix lights. So you can see it here. That's also on the Super. Now, moving over here to the Sprint, again, I don't see that option, but normally you wouldn't because it would just add on to it. But then I see it again on the TI. So I'm going to need a little help breaking that down because, again, I don't see it on the Veloce and Competizione. So are they standard on the Super? Is it standard on the TI, but you have to add it as an option on the Sprint, on the Veloce, and on the Comp? That's something to think about. So the new Tri-LEDs and a TFT digital odometer, TFT screen, is it standard on only the Super and TI? And then you add it on the other models? Not sure. But then the rest of it, you got down there things like your start-stop Alpha DNA driving system for collision, integrated brake system, Alpha Connect services, all that good stuff. You also have the 8.8 multi-touch radio navigation. It's the same one that you guys are used to. Alpha sadly didn't upgrade to Uconnect 5 for the new screen, so there you go. You also get, which is new though, at the bottom you can see certificado. Guys, my Italian, please. Certificado NFT. So you do get an NFT with these as well. Again, I see it on the Sprint. I see it on the TI. Not exactly sure. We know at least the Super and the TI. We know at least it's going to be on these two models. The rest, we'll see it when we see it. But yeah, keep in mind, just zoom in and check out the different things here. There's a lot of stuff that's explaining between all models. And remember, the Competizione is a new model, so a lot of things you'll see on there. And then I can make out, you can see things like the hi-fi radio with the Harman Kardon sound system, 900 watts, and the subwoofer. Alpha active suspension comes on a Comp model. When it comes to they say internal, but you know, it's performance. You also get for the exterior 21-inch wheels. Wow, hold on the Giulia? No, this is a Stelvio. Okay. I was like 21-inch wheels. I forgot this is the Stelvio. 21-inch wheels for the Comp model. You get the badge, the specific Comp badge. You get the Rosso Brembo brake calipers, and I believe you get the Opaco paint, Grigio Opaco paint, the matte Opaco. So yeah, I think that's basically breaking down all of this. There's a lot on this page. Okay. Now, next page. This is kind of breaking down a few things. Okay, so you have your driver assistance, you have your driver assistance plus, you have your premium pack, and you have your sport. Okay, so each model here and the price, if you were to add it, or the S, if you were to come standard with it. Okay, so like the driver assistance pack, the only one that needs to be added to at a price is the Super. The rest of them come standard. All right, if you guys get that. The Pack Plus, nobody gets that standard. You have to add it to each single model, and it's at 1,700 euros. All right, the Premium Pack, all right, that, well, you can only add it on the Veloce at a price, but it comes standard on the Comp model. Okay, and then the Sport Pack, this is where I was talking about. You can't get the Sport Pack on the Super or TI. All right, so the Sport Pack will go on the Sprint. All right, it will be standard on the Veloce, and it will be standard on the Comp model. All right, so make sure you guys read what comes with each of those things as far as those packages. So then you know how to add all of these to your models. All right, because these are on sale today over in Europe. So keep in mind, if you want to get into these, this is how you kind of would break it down. This is your order guide. All right, here we go. Standard colors, added colors for each model. All right, so you can see the different leather colors, because the next page will be the exterior colors, but this is the interior. This is all the breakdowns here. All right, so you can see Nero, you can see chocolate, you can see rosso, you can see those colors and the different variations they're in and the different seating variations. So the Super, you can see the seat that it comes with. The Sprint, you can see the seat it comes with. The TI comes with 2 different seats, but it gets the chocolate color if you want to do that as an option. The Veloce, it's either black or red in the sportier seats. And then the Competizione is the sportier seats in black. Only black for the Competizione, it looks like. But let me just make sure, because I think it's black with the Rosso stitching there, and then Rosso with Rosso stitching, Nero with Nero stitching. So I think that's how it works. Chocolate with chocolate stitching. So you can see that. And then I think the headliner there, maybe that's all black, or the other parts that are all black. Help me break it down a little bit, but I think I think that's how it's working here. If you guys kind of break it down with the pictures. So your seating options for the Stelvio. And then as promised, the exterior. As you guys can see, Rosso is standard. All right, Alfa Rosso is standard across the board. But when it comes to the TI, the Sprint, and the Super, well, you could add Bianco Alpha or Alpha White for 600 euros. All right, but you cannot add it to the comp model. All right, you can add Nero, you can add Grigio or Vesuvio Gray, or you can add Moonlight Gray to the Super, Sprint, TI, and Veloce, but the comp, you can only add black to. So the competition model comes in black as well, but again, at a price, 1,100 euro. And then we're talking about Misano Blue. You can also add the comp model with Misano Blue at 1,100 euros. And then come down to Rosso Etna. It only comes on a Veloce, just like this year. All right, so the Veloce model gets Rosso Etna at 2,800 euros, which makes the new Grigio Moonlight Opaco, which is the matte gray color, a cheaper option than Rosso Etna, but you can only get that on a Competizione model. So again, that's 1,300 euros to the 2,800. That's actually sounds like a good price. I think a lot of people who, you know, obviously go for the comp, out of these 3 colors, they'll probably pick the Grigio matte because it's only $200 more than Nero or than Misano Blue. So, I mean, if it was me, that's what I would do. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. And then our wheel options. That's what we got. Our 4 wheel choices for the Stelvio between the Super, Sprint, TI, Veloce, and Comp. As you guys can see, what comes standard, what can be added as an option, and then that's it. All right, it breaks it down just that easily for you guys. The competition or Competizione comes standard with the 21-inch wheel. That's it. You cannot add any of the other ones. Veloce, you either get the 21-inch or you get the 20-inch. The TI, you either get the 19-inch or the 20-inch, but you got to add that as a price as well. And then the Sprint, same wheel setup. The Super, that's standard wheel, and that's it, the 18-inch wheel, all right, which is a Lusso wheel. So you can see it all broken down here for you guys, the different wheel options for the Stelvio. And then I believe the last page, nope, not the last page yet. All right, good. This is a lot to break down, so I'm going to kind of let you guys soak it all in. All right, but this is basically breaking down all the different things that come standard and things that come in packages and things that can be added. There's a lot, but it breaks it down by code, as you guys can see on the left-hand side, infotainment, the interior, the exterior, colors, all that is listed here. So you can see infotainment, interior, colors, exterior. Breaks it all down, so make sure you guys are checking that out. Again, kind of trying to zoom in on this because it's kind of tough to see everything the way it's all broken down, but you get it play by play. There's no other way to get it than this way right here. So make sure you guys check that out so you know exactly what's coming with what and what you want to add on your new Stelvio for the facelift model. You're getting the same thing here on the next page. All right, a little bit more of a view because, you know, there's less things, so we can kind of zoom in a little bit, but you can see everything that is here. I mean, yeah, all of the stuff, you know, like the driver assistance and the technology and everything like that. So it's all broken down here in the packages and what's standard, what can be had, what can't be had, etc. All right. So make sure you guys check all this out because it's a lot to absorb. All right. And then this is the last page here. All right. And this page is just data, notes and data. So the very top, you will see how it reads 18/1/2017, which is January 18th, 2017, where Alfa Romeo made their first edition models. You can see that they go throughout the different kind of, I want to say, announcements or press releases and everything that they've had over the years and things they've talked about and added all the way down to today at the very bottom where you see 11/25/2022. All right, my 23 for the Stelvio. All right, so this breaks down just all the different things they've done as far as, you know, the different things they've added or announced, et cetera, et cetera. So just some fun things to check out there. But now we need to go to the Giulia. It's going to be a lot of the same things as far as what we're breaking down, but the numbers will be different because it's the sedan versus the SUV. All right, now we're back with the Giulia. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on this. This is the restyled Giulia. And again, this is all ready now. Like, you guys can go order this in Europe now. Speaking with your dealerships, as far as I know, they are on sale. Alfa Romeo released the press release themselves. So this is ready to go. This is your buyer's guide. This is your order book. This is your handbook. Let's get it. All right. So again, same setup for the Stelvio, but you can see the prices are a little bit different, a little bit lower for the Giulia. So the Super starts at 4750 euros for the turbo diesel. All right. And then you can get all the way up to 6650 euros for the 2.0 turbo Q4 at 280 on the CV there. So again, that's the highest output, 280. And then the Competizione, your highest trim level. But those are your breakdown for the Giulia in euros. Hopefully, you know, the American dollar translation won't be too crazy, but make sure you guys check all that out. Then again, more breakdown for technical data. All right. Again, like your cargo, like your revolutions per minute, RPMs, torque, everything like that. Your pricing. I mean, it just kind of breaks down things a little bit more, WLTP cycle, all that. So make sure you guys check in on all of this data. See if there's anything specific that you're looking for here that would help you out in your purchase decision of your new Giulia for the facelifted model. I'm going to speed up a little bit on this one so I don't keep you guys too long. And then here we are again with the breakdown for the standard equipment on these models between the between the Super, Sprint, TI, Veloce, and Competizione. Again, it's set up how the Stelvio is set up, as I can see for the most part. All right, so like if I go up here, yeah, I see the 12.3 full TFT screen here. It skips here, but it's here. I believe it's all across the board if it starts off on the Super, but then I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's standard on the TI, and then you add it to the Sprint, Veloce, and Comp. I haven't, in all this other data and sheets for the PDF files, I haven't seen anything that stood out to me that said that was the case, but I'm just kind of taking a guess. You guys help me out on all of the rest, but make sure you look at the internals, externals, and the tech and comfort and everything here. All right, so it's all here. As you guys can see, the Comp being the one that has the most equipment already, so it only adds a few things. And then the Super, well, it has a lot to gain when it comes to the different options. So there you are. All right, we're going to go to the next page. This is going to break down the different packages and what's available and what. This looks very similar to how the Stelvio was. All right, but man, the sport package on the Sprint, that's a big option. All right, that's going to give you a lot more exterior and interior looks. So as you guys can see, the 3,500 euros, well, it's probably going to go a long way, but man, that is a price. But you can see that it comes standard on the Veloce and the Comp models. You can see that, you know, the Pack Premium, well, comes standard on the Comp, but you have to add 2,900 euros to get it on the Veloce, and you cannot get it on the TI, Sprint, and Super. All across the board, you can get the Driver Assistance Pack Plus, and then the Driver Assistance regular one is, you know, for the Super, you got to pay for it, standard across the board on all the other ones. All right, and then you will see the different color options for the interior. Now, as you guys can see, this is tobacco versus the other one being chocolate. All right, so the Stelvio had chocolate and this one has tobacco. As far as the interior color, I'm glad that that's here. I hope they bring it back to the States because we used to have this option, but I have not seen it on a 2022. In the current 2023s that we have in the States right now, I haven't seen it. So hopefully this is something that we will be able to see moving forward. You can see the different seating options as well again. And then, yeah, the colors and how it's all broken down. So keep that in mind. That's all there. All right. And then you can see the wheel options. Only 3 options for the Giulia. The 17-inch wheels, the 18-inch wheels, and 19s, to where the Stelvio, I think we said we had 4. And that's because it added the 21-inch wheel. All right. So as you can see, the Comp and Veloce come standard with the 19-inch wheel. And then the TI and Sprint, you can add that wheel, but for 1,200 euros. Standard, they get the 18-inch wheel. And then standard, well, the Super, it can only get the 17-inch wheel. There you are. Another breakdown of the color options. All right. So again, standard, Alfa Romeo, all across the board. And yeah, all this is the same, I believe, for the other colors, the additional colors. Nero, Grigio Moonlight. Yeah, those are all the same at 1,100 euros, 600 euros for the white, and then 1,100 for Masano Blue. Rosso Edna still being crazy, 2,800, and then 1,300 for the new Grigio Moonlight Opaco. Not bad, right? And then the breakdown. Whew, the breakdown. Let me see if I can. Okay. So this might help. TFT color 7-inch, I think that means right there, where it says 4GF for technology. It says that's standard, it looks like. So let's see if anywhere we can see that 12-inch one to see it's been added somewhere, but I don't think I do. Again, I'm figuring this out with you guys, so hopefully we're working together here. But yeah, I see 7-inch for the TFT, which means that it might not be standard, but it says standard across. And then these packs here, I don't necessarily see. Hold on, guys. We're going to go back real quick. We're going to back it up because I was trying to see if there was any TFT screen upgrade in any of these packages, but I didn't think there was, and I don't see anything. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're back here. Yeah. So this is, again, a breakdown like the Stelvio of the different packages and what comes standard. But yeah, I don't see the TFT. Let's go to the next page here. Yeah. So it'll be very interesting if you guys can help break it down and figure it out. If that 12-inch TFT screen full digital dash is standard across the board, which it seems like it is, which it would make sense if it was, but I know some of you don't even like it as much. You like the analog gauges, so it might be a win for some of you. But yeah, this is the breakdown of everything else. And then the same notes page here. All right, as you can see, though, this started all the way back 7/7/2016. Remember, the Stelvio came after the Giulia. So 2016, that's when the Giulia was talked about. And then you can see 11/25 all the way at the bottom, my 2023. All right, so there we are. So what do you guys think? Let's go back. We'll go to a pretty page here. What did you guys think about everything? We have it all broken down here. The pricing, the options, the features, everything for the facelifted Giulia and Stelvio. Let's talk about this because it's on sale. It says 23. I'm still confused because we have 23s that have been sitting on a lot and have been sold. So is it going to come to the US as a 24? And maybe over there in Europe, you guys are going to have it as a 23? It would be weird if I had 23s that were the old model and 23s that were the new models. And like that's a marketing mess right there. So I'm very curious on how it will be marketed in the United States when it comes to all of this. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, how it's all going to work out. Let me know if you guys could point out anything that I couldn't find or mess up or couldn't translate. And then, yeah, just let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below about the breakdown of everything. I would love to know what you guys are having to discuss. But that's your order guide for the 2023 Giulia and Stelvio facelift. What do you guys think? Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, because when you give the video a like, it helps get it up in the rankings. More people can see it. And you can have a bigger discussion on the 2023 facelifted Giulia and Stelvio order guide. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down in the description below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, and my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate that extra love, guys. Thank you so much. Now, you guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch. Check it out. My Cyber Monday deal is actually starting tomorrow, but I'll let you guys in on a little secret. It's live now. Use this coupon code CYBMON and you get 40% off all Ron's Rise merch. So if you want to support your boy, the deal is live now, but I'm announcing it on Monday. You guys get it early, for staying here at the very end of the video and helping support me. You guys get early dibs on that. So make sure you check that out as well. Follow my social media and subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. Now, with that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. And we will see you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.